Hi, this is Yvon Prehn, and I would like to give you a tour of this website for church communicators. Here we are on the website effectivechurchcom.com. Now, when you first take a quick look at the site, if you come into it just using the URL, you can see that there are a lot of articles on the home page, different things that you can click through to. I always have quite a bit that is seasonal. We just finished Father's Day, and I've kept this up here for a few days to be able to do this video and show you how we deal with different holidays and special events. There is a lot of free content. There are webinars that you can click through to. Here are the links to various social media for effective church communications, our Twitter, Facebook, and my blog, recent articles. Here are links to materials that you can purchase, question and answer that people, answers to questions that people send in. I always have a video on the side here that is either linked to a resource or to a current holiday or special event. Now, where do you start accessing the material that's useful for you? Well, I have several ways that you can do that. First of all, in this tab section across the top. As you can see, as I go over it quickly, each one of these areas has an additional drop-down menu. Now, this area under communications, as you can see, there are different listings, bulletin inserts, church videos, church websites, all kinds of different things. Let's just look for example at church bulletins. That opens up to a page then that has listings of many different articles on church bulletins. Here's a video on topography. Here is a bulletin example. Here are some bulletin inserts. Back to basics, essential design and typesetting things that will help you create a more effective one, bulletin inserts, and then it goes on to the next page. And there's just a lot of additional books. Here are a video preview of the bulletin sample books, member discounts, and it goes on and on for a number of pages on different articles, videos, training materials on church bulletins. And if you go to another one, say for example church websites, the same kind of thing. You get a number of webinars. Here's a 6-part one on how to write for the web, an article, and there's also a video on blogging for boomers, church websites, website sharing tools, and once again this goes on for several pages of many articles on church websites. So that's just one of the tabs. The seasonal tab is also very popular, where you can go to different holidays. For example, for Easter, we have materials for after Easter, how to get people to church, bulletin inserts, everything that you can imagine, children's materials, prayer cards, templates, connection cards, all kinds of things for Easter are under each one of the different articles here. You can spend quite a bit of time looking at the different resources underneath the tabs, but one of the ways that I strongly recommend for all church communicators to get to the information that's important to you right now, what's going on, the holidays that are coming up, what you need today to do your job, is to actually sign up for the email newsletter. To sign up for it, first of all, you just click on this box and see, oh, I want your email address. This is not something where you're going to be spammed and you're going to be getting things in the mail or phone calls or, any of that. Nope, I just want your email address. The next screen, all you need to do is tell me, do you want it HTML or text? And if you would, please give me your first name, because the database has where it can personalize it. I think that's kind of nice, so I put that one there. But you just hit join, and that's all there is to that. I will send out the newsletter at least once a week, sometimes up to 3 times a week. I'm sorry, I wish I were more regular on the schedule, but I'm not. Sometimes getting things ready for you takes me a little bit longer, or just different things come up. Sometimes some weeks there's just a whole lot of stuff I want to send out to you. You'll get more of them, but it's really my way of communicating with you what's important, what you need to do right now. Now, let me show you some actual examples of newsletters so you can and see what this is like. Here is a newsletter that I sent out in preparation for Father's Day. I usually have a little bit of a little introductory statement here. And then, as you can see, free bulletin inserts for Father's Day, 5 things that work and don't work to start a man's ministry, Father's Day postcards created with word clouds. So here are some things just leading up to Father's Day to let you know what's going on. Another thing that I want you to see in this is, and let me go back to actually the little listing that I pulled this out of. Here are 3 of the emails that you would get about the newsletters. And one thing that I work really hard on is I don't just say, oh, Yvon Prehn newsletter, whatever. I always, in the subject box, try to very clearly show you what's in the newsletter. So if you need it, it works for you, that's great. If not, just ignore it. There'll be another one coming out. I just started a new type of newsletter, and boy, I've gotten a great response to it. This is what I'm calling my Friday miscellany, useful links, news, updates, and comments for church communicators. There are many things that I come across in the course of my ministry that perhaps aren't specifically event related, or just, I don't know, they're associated for church communicators, but maybe not exactly the kind of thing for a midweek article. So I'm including them in a Friday wrap-up, and people have just loved this. For example, here I have an article on free Bible images, which you have just got to check out that website. It's freebibleimages.org, just fantastic stuff. Then I took their material and I created a video with it. Then, you know, if you, a great company that's called Call 'em All, that you can text people without having to text them from a phone, some stuff on church greeters, blog on why you don't need to share your personal life on Facebook, and some important resources that you may have missed. If you sign up for the newsletter, you can at any time automatically unsubscribe. It's right there on every single newsletter because I want to be of service to you. I don't want to bug you with anything. So those are just some of the things that are on the website. I'm going to be doing another video telling you about the benefits of membership in effective church communications, but all of the things here, the newsletters, are free for everyone. So I do really encourage you, please sign up for the email newsletter, tell other church communicators about it, and take advantage of this site that's created to help your church create communications that will fully fulfill the Great Commission.